So what are you missing out on?
Something with lots of profit, so stay tuned.
Hi, welcome back. Hope everybody is well. So what are we talking about?
Well, today we're here, as you see, we're in the office. We're huddling together for warmth, aren't we?
We are. We're still. It's not the 1st of December yet.
We've got 2 lights on just to give us a bit of glow.
Yes.
Heat the place up. But we thought in today's video we would take you through something that people sort of shy away from buying, don't they?
Yeah.
We did for a long time.
A long time. Yeah.
We always had a policy where we didn't buy anything that had glass in it. But this year we have sort of changed, haven't we?
We have.
And we thought we might
been a bit braver.
Might encourage some of you to have a look at the profit, because some of these items do have really good profit. So we thought we'd take you through, didn't we? Some of these items that we've sold. So everything we show you is going to have a sold value, and we're going to give you the price of what we paid for it, and then you can assess whether you think you want to be brave, just like us, and give it a go and dabble. Have a dabble.
Yes.
But I think first of all we do need to give a shout out to Married to Reselling, because
100%.
we started buying not through choice, but we started buying picture frames, pictures, paintings, that sort of thing, early on in the year, because they were the sort of thing that wasn't selling at auction, and they were dead cheap.
You could get them really cheap, yeah.
Really cheap.
I think we had some initially, didn't we, in a lot.
Yeah, but we didn't really want.
We didn't want them because they were with other stuff.
Yeah,
and it sort of went from there, didn't it?
And we don't like to chuck anything away, so we had to look into it. And then
I don't like sending glass, but
no, we had a moment where we watched Married to Reselling's video, came at the perfect time for us.
Yeah,
and it really did give us the confidence and the knowledge to sort of expand into pictures and picture frames and paintings more. So we thought we'd go through and show you some of the items we've sold, so you can decide.
Well, whether you want to do that sort of thing. I mean, it's like anything with reselling. You have to be brave. You know, if you're not comfortable in doing one item, one niche, and all this sort of thing, and you want to branch out, then you just got to go for it. And that's what we did on this occasion, didn't we?
And I think when we show you some of the prices, you might want to have a dabble yourself.
Yeah, so I'm hoping you'll be pleasantly surprised.
So should we start then?
Let's start showing you some.
I've got you down first.
Me down first. A vintage oil painting on a board, and we got this from an auction. And it was 65 pence. 65p. 65 pence.
Under £1. Can you buy a chocolate bar for under £1 these days?
I think that is cheaper than a chocolate bar.
Probably a Freddo, but they used to be 10p, didn't they, back in the day?
Oh, back in the day. So we won't start going off.
We veered off.
Anyway. Yeah, so this one we bought for 65 pence and we sold for 23.99.
But I have pointed out there in the sale, we've got currently got a sale on at the moment. So we have got big reductions, haven't we? We like to have a sale.
Yeah, big
ready
reductions.
for Black Friday. So it would have been a lot higher than that. But
it would have been, yes.
Got a good chunk
do
taken off.
Most items we do let go into the sale, because if you've had it for a month or so, and yes, you've had some interest, but sometimes you just want to get that rotation and things going.
Yeah, want to get things sold. That's
there are very few items, but there are some items that we don't let go into a sale because they will take longer to sell and they do have some value.
Yeah, and it depends on the price as well. I mean, 65p, you don't mind it going into a sale.
That's it, exactly.
So I've also got one that we paid 65p for, but this is a vintage print on board. So slightly different to your oil on board. This is print on board, 65p, and it also sold for £23.
Fantastic.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. So that's John Strickland. Is that Goodall?
Goodall, yeah.
2 of them. Lithograph prints. We got those from a boot sale, didn't we?
We did.
It's when we were getting a bit braver.
Back at Ashley Heath, wasn't it?
It was, yes. And we paid £8 for the pair, and we sold them for £52.49.
Ooh, now, the reason I've put those down, hun, is because I went round the boot sale, we talked about it, we weren't sure, were we? But I've got 2 pictures written down here to show you, because one of them is the listing, because it was 2, but the second photo is really highlighting the quality of the frame. The frame can have such a massive difference.
It can.
Adds such a lot of value, and this has got it looks like beading around the picture and the edge of the frame. So Yeah, you could see it was a bit of quality, and I think they were up for £10. We got them down to £8. He was a reseller, I think. And,
I mean, at a boot sale, you won't get a lot of people paying that sort of money for a picture.
No, but they were really nice quality. Sort of thing you'd buy in an art gallery, that sort of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yes, I'm waffling now. Right, we're going to go on to this vintage signed watercolour. This is A. John Robinson, 65p we paid at auction, and it sold for $34.99. Nice one there. Look, over the £30. Yes. That's good.
Fantastic. And I've now got a vintage. We won't mention vintage.
No.
Vintage tapestry, a needlepoint, and we got this from a boot sale, and we paid £2 for it.
£2.
Again, fantastic. And we sold it for $29.99.
Now this is the one I was going to set the laptop up on, but I forgot to bring it in. This is the one where Paul has got the size and the UK mainland. That picture you're looking at was actually our front picture for eBay, because this was a big old boy, wasn't it? It's very long.
Big. Yes.
But it was gorgeous, wasn't it? And had quite a bit of age to it.
Yeah.
From a boot sale, I really enjoyed getting that. So now we're going to take you through, because what it by this point in the video, some of you may be thinking, this isn't for me, I'm going to switch off. But Paul has recorded this video of himself wrapping something, so that you can sort of see what because it's not too bad, is it, to wrap?
It's not too bad. Yes, obviously, when you're dealing with this sort of thing, there is more wrapping.
Yeah.
And I always shied away from it because of the glass element. But, we've had some pretty good success with it. And, as long as you wrap it thoroughly, and, you shouldn't have an issue.
And this is the thing, if you're buying something for pence and you're selling it for pounds, sometimes it does take a little bit longer in time. And it costs a bubble wrap, a bit more cardboard. You've got to be a bit more thorough with the wrapping.
Yes.
That's what you're offsetting, aren't you, really?
That's it.
You can't have it all ways. You've got to have one or the other. And if you're buying it cheap, selling it for a good price, then sometimes it is longer to process.
Yeah, that's it. So, we've got a quick sped up version of me.
Yeah, we enjoyed watching this earlier, didn't we?
We did, wrapping a picture. So, yes, this is a very fast version of me wrapping a picture, and I always tend to put a bit of bubble wrap on the glass and then wrap it round in cardboard, and and it's just making sure that it's well protected, and I sort of fold the bubble wrap on itself on the edges to make it a little bit thicker, and then what I tend to do is double it up, the bubble wrap, and put it around the edges, and it's just
and a bit of protection. This is big bubble wrap, isn't it?
This is the big bubble wrap. Say that after a few pints. It's just making sure that sort of every angle, every element of the edges and the corners are well protected.
Now this is quite a light picture, isn't it? So
it is.
You didn't use any extra protection cardboard was on the corners, but
no.
When it's heavier, you do, don't you?
I do tend to make sure the corners are even more protected. So I'm now wrapping it in cardboard, and it's, like I say, it's just making sure that when you touch the corners and the edges, they sort of feel a little bit spongy, so they've got a bit of give in them, sort of thing. So it's but there you go. I'm just about done now, and that's that one. So the corners are quite important. So if it's a heavier parcel. So there you go. That's me wrapping at ultra fast pace.
I like a bit of narration as well, because I've got to have a lot of my coffee.
A lot of your coffee, yeah. I've got to have mine now. I'm chatting away there.
I've got to think of where we were now. So I think it's you.
I'll put my coffee back down.
No, I think it's me. It's me. Sorry, you carry on.
I'll carry on.
So now we're going to take you through this Henry George Walker vintage etching. We paid £1 and 4p from this at an auction. That's not even English, is it? And we sold it for $29.99. Clearly, I didn't have enough coffee during that little interlude.
No.
So you're number. What's number 8?
I've got a Peter Simmons Grange in. What's that?
Borrowdale. I think that might be a place.
Okay. It's a colour lithograph artist. Oh, sorry.
Print.
I'm reading the wrong bits.
That's auction. I was writing it quite quickly, though, to be fair.
I was hoping Marie was going to write a bit bigger, but there you go. Anyway, again, this come from auction. It's £1.04, which again, fantastic. And £30 we sold it for. So, you know, from £1 to 30 quid, it's fantastic, you know. And
from my point of view, obviously you've just seen Paul wrapping a parcel. Obviously that was sped up. But from my point of view, it is, when you get these frames, it's literally a quick squirt with some Windoline and a wipe over with some
from your side of it,
roll.
the listing side of it hasn't really changed, does it?
I've done all right, hun. Put it that way.
it's my time now.
It's really quick and easy for me, because all I do is copy an existing listing on a framed picture or a lithograph print or something. So it is quite quick to list.
This is why Marie loves them.
This is why I love them, because it's like, right, you have it now.
Yeah, it's your domain now. So
I'm going to take you through this John George Matheson pencil signed etching, which we got from a car boot sale for £2, £28.50 we sold it for. I think we got this from that one in Hayden Island. I did it about, didn't I? Because I was, should I ask? There was no price on it. You never know if they're going to say £20 or not. Yeah. And when I asked, she said £2. And I was,
yeah, I love that.
I tried not to be too keen. Okay, yes, I'll take that.
I'll look over it a bit longer.
Yes,
I'll
will have that.
Thank you. Right, so I've got a Rob. Is that Sawyer?
Sayer. I think it's Sayer.
I don't know if it's an A or an O.
No, it's it's so rude.
Rob Sayer, Duke of Cumberland, framed picture. We got this from auction, and it worked out that we paid 52p.
You can't believe it, can you?
52p. And we sold it for £49.99.
£49.90. You can't believe it.
From 52p.
52p. What can you get? Honestly, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've got a John Everett Millay. I think that's how you say it. This is a print on board, and it's the Black Brunswicker. We paid £1.04 at auction and sold it for $35.99. It's one of the gorgeous frames this had.
Yeah.
Which I think is one of the reasons people buy these things. They're gorgeous, the frames.
The frames are fantastic, and some people do just buy them for the frames. So yeah. And I've got a vintage. Is that wheat sheaf? Is that Poppy? Is it?
It is, my love. I'm sorry, but by the time I got to number 12, my hand was hurting.
It looks like Pippi.
You don't write a lot when you're a reseller, and
it's all on the keyboard.
It's all on the keyboard. Yeah. So my arm was aching at that point.
Yes, a Poppy in an urn. Is that?
Yeah.
Ceramic.
5 tiles mural framed. I know. And the reason this is not strictly a picture,
it's not.
Some people may have worked that out.
Yeah.
But I wanted to highlight this because when you buy pictures from auction, you don't always get just pictures. You get other stuff, and this was a bit odd, wasn't it? But tell them how much we paid.
We paid £1.04.
And what did we sell it for?
We sold it for $39.99.
And this was just a quick baby wipe, and we were done. So I was proper chuffed.
And that, if I remember, that was quite easy to wrap. I'm trying to remember that.
Yeah, it was thin and long, wasn't it?
Yeah, Marie hasn't got the laptop, so I can't remember.
It's in the other room. I put all the pictures on there as well. I did really well.
Are we bickering today?
It was really organised. Put all the pictures on the laptop for Paul to have a look at, but because you hadn't done this bit, and I've left him in the other room. Anyway, let's gloss over that, my love.
Yeah, go next.
So some of you may be wondering, what do you do with the dross? The tat that isn't worth over £20 or £30 or £40. What do you do with it? No one wants to handle a lot of glass, but what we did on this occasion is we lumped a few together, and this is a job lot of 7 vintage style, because sometimes I don't know the age of the frames, so I always use the word style just to cover myself.
Does cover yourself.
This is a job lot of 7 vintage style picture frames bundle.
Yeah.
It Cost at auction altogether £2.38, and we sold it for £29.99. It's worth having a look if you have a spare couple of minutes today, just to have a look at what picture frames go for as little bundles. You can get a good £30 for some, and they've you don't have to be really high-end picture frames, just some some age. Standard ones that have got some age.
Exactly, definitely value there.
A note to myself here, gold frames. Some of you may be recognising that the majority of the pictures we've showed you today come in gold frames. I think gold frames do, from our experience, sell quite well, don't they? People like that sort of...
that look.
Yeah, that look looks lovely. And I've also put marks under glass. So some of the pictures we've showed you today have not been like brand new pictures.
No.
Some of them, quite a lot of the pictures we've had have damage to the frames. They have marks underneath the glass, especially if they've been stored somewhere where it's allowed, not damp, but you know what I mean?
It's a tiny bit of moisture.
Sometimes you get the odd insect, for example, things like that.
Yeah, that's it.
So we always put that in the comments. We always show pictures.
Through age, you got the backing tape, the picture frame tape on the back, and through age that deteriorates and obviously gets damaged through time, and then in turn things can get in.
That's it. And I think sometimes people are buying vintage pictures because they want a vintage looking picture. They don't want something that you could have got from Home Bargains, so they don't mind having the odd mark or marks underneath the glass, but we always put it in there, and we always take pictures to make it clear, because they're getting a vintage item, so you've got to expect that. But I thought we would just go through now what we've sold on Vinterior, because we have breaking news. We haven't just got one sale, we've got 2 sales. Woo! It's been a good week here at MZN headquarters, hasn't it?
It has. Two on a different platform than eBay.
I know. I'm going to take you through the first one, because you might recognise the name, because Paul read it out just a minute ago. This is from the same lot. This was a Rob Sawyer, I think it's Marquis. Oh, I should have really practised that. Of Cranley.
Doesn't help, you can't read it.
Can't read it. It was 52p, and on Vinterior we sold it for £37.50 plus £5 postage. So we were proper chuffed with that, weren't we?
We were.
Proper chuffed.
Great mark.
And then you had one as well, didn't you?
I did. I had a vintage. Is that Danish?
You're going to get a slap after this video.
I don't want to end this video. I want to keep going.
Be scared.
Danish teak and tile.
Mid-century. Trio nest of tables.
I'm gonna let.
It's all kicking off. Nest of tables, 60s, 70s wooden.
Yeah, this obviously you've guessed it, isn't a picture.
No.
But we wanted to share this because it's like
it's number 5.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. It's nice that a big item like that is actually going on a different platform.
Yeah. What do we pay for it?
Oh, I can't remember. What did we pay? £9.90, and we sold it for £123.25.
75 pence.
This is not good, is it?
Both of us are trying to do it without our glasses. We're not kidding anyone.
We're not. We're going to have to put them on next time. £123.75 plus £15 postage.
Yes, so it is difficult when you've got tables, because it did take Paul a fair amount of time to wrap them.
Yes,
but
it's the tiles, because they're tile topped. You've got to make sure they're protected fully and all that. So it did take me a while.
And some of you may remember, because I think we did show you these tables in a video. It was a video where I bought blind. I'm always saying to people, don't buy blind at auction, but I got trigger happy.
Don't buy blind.
Don't buy. Sorry. That's strike 2, that is.
I know.
You've been very brave today, my love.
Yeah.
Anyway, when we bought these tables, there was only 2 items in the lot, which is something we don't normally do. And the other one, it was the that gorgeous trolley, you know, that hostess trolley that I wanted to keep.
That's right.
And hoped it wouldn't sell, and it sold really quickly.
Yeah.
So that's both items in the lot have now gone, so that's good.
Yeah.
But the reason we've wanted to talk you through that before we sort of round off the video is because we've showed you in today's video 13 pictures/paintings listings. So why don't you do the big reveal of how much we actually paid for those 13 listings. So this is everything we showed you apart from
the tables. Yeah.
So
yeah,
go on, my love. I'll do the drum roll. Oh, that's rubbish, isn't it?
It is. There you go. £21.53
for 13 listings. That is the total we paid for all of those pictures we showed you. And this is why we're making this video, to sort of highlight that sometimes you can go out of your comfort zone, sometimes you can learn something. And if an idiot like me can buy a picture and sell it for more money, then anyone can do that. I've got no skill in things like that. It's all learned.
Anyone could. It is research.
Video,
and
and you
that's it. Oh yeah, big up to Married to Reselling.
And you start to be more brave, and you've been more brave with the wrapping.
Yes, that's it. That's exactly it. You just got to be a bit more brave. Give it a go.
Give it a go.
You know, worst case, it gets smashed to pieces, and you think, oh, I'm not doing that again. But you know what I mean. You might surprise yourself, and I'm surprised, to be honest with you, that it's been going as well as it's been going.
Yeah, and lots of people walk by pictures because they don't want the hassle of it. They don't know enough about it, and we don't know anything about it. So we've just been learning, and it's given us the courage and the sort of confidence to go forward and keep trying. But now tell them, hun, that from that £21.53 spend for these 13 listings, how much have we actually sold them for in total?
We have sold them for £451.41.
So it's worth doing, I think, for us.
From £21.53.
It's been worth.
Yeah, 100% worth it.
And the caveat there is, obviously, we mentioned earlier, the time. Yes, it will take longer. Not for me doing the listing. It's been dead easy and quick. But for Paul, because sometimes you do get a picture and the backing tape's not there. So we did invest in some backing tape,
it's not expensive, really.
And you have done a few, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done I retaped a few now.
Just so it looks nicer.
If it's real sort of vintage, we do try and sort of leave the original stuff on, because people do like that. But there are some times when you do definitely need to do it. And this is why we got it and we retaped them, and it is very simple to do, to be honest with you.
Sometimes we've had it where they haven't got the tape on and it's wobbly, isn't it?
You have to do something with that. So So I mean, that it's fantastic. It's not, like I say, not difficult to do. There's loads of videos on YouTube about taping frames and things like that.
And obviously everything we showed you, we do free postage, so you've got to take that out of it. So it's, when we've got something for 52p and we've sold it for almost £50, that's not all profit, obviously. You've got all your fees and all those sorts of things, our time to take into account. Also the bubble wrap, Paul is spending way more on bubble wrap, aren't you?
But looking at that profit margin, it is well worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
so other news this week?
Have we got any other news this week? Well, we still can't go anywhere.
No. We're housebound.
we are housebound still. It's been a week now and we still haven't got our van back.
No.
It's we're still waiting on one part from Ford. And they're taking their sweet time, unfortunately. So it's very difficult, because this is, most important time of the year as a reseller, and we can't actually go out and do anything. Like I said in the previous video, we have a raw mail collection every day, so that side of it is okay. And every now and then I'm pinching our daughter's little car. Yeah. If I have a parcel force one or something like that, or and
one thing we didn't mention is all of our parcels do go out via raw mail, 48 tract, or parcel force.
Yes.
So if you're someone who predominantly deals with we may not recommend doing pictures.
Everybody has different experiences.
Yeah.
We've had not great experiences with and obviously everyone sees the videos online from all the couriers and how they treat the parcels, and our success has been with raw mail and parcel force. And in the past, UPS has been good to us in the past as well, but at the moment we tend to stick with those two, first sending all our items out, unless it's vintage, of course, and then That's a bit different.
Let's don't talk about vintage.
We still will not talk about vintage.
No.
But anyway.
So really, yes, it's give it a go. Let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on buying something like this, something a bit different that you may not have looked at before. Is it going to entice you to give it a go if you see something at a booth sale?
If there's anything that surprised you, if there's anything you've just recently done, and you decided to jump in and give it a go and been surprised with it, definitely.
Because we are, a lot of us are a bit guilty. We're guilty of being very blinkered when it comes to things like games consoles and games. We sort of feel a bit old, don't we, for that sort of thing? Do we want to learn about that? So you do end up having a bit of a mental block with certain types of things. And
I think it's you have to have a little bit of interest, don't you?
I think so, and I do like vintage things. I think that's why we've sort of veered this way, because I do like the old stuff.
But sometimes you don't know until you try it, and you might surprise yourself. You try a different product and you think, oh, I really like this, and
sometimes it takes you down
you can learn easier when you enjoy it.
It takes you down a different path, and sometimes that can lead on to all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd just try and give you more of a positive this video this week, because it was we were negative.
There's a slight we were negative Nellies on the last one.
We were a bit down last week with the van.
Nellies.
We were negative Nellies last week. That's strike for you. You're for it now.
I'm going to waffle now, so I don't want the video to end.
No, sometimes we don't realise how we are until we watch our own video back, and you go, oh god, we were quite negative then. We don't want people to be getting that sort of vibe from us. We try and keep positive, but sometimes you have a few knockbacks and you can't be positive, can you? But this week we thought we'd show you something that we've really enjoyed selling, and sort of see if we can spread the word a bit. That's what we thought we'd do this week.
That's it. So hope you enjoyed the video.
Yes.
Are we done?
I think so.
We're done.
Yeah, I think so.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Do give us a thumbs up. And it's surprising. There's I think it was about 70% of people are not subscribed.
That's high.
What's going on?
What's going on? You've got to stick with us, because in the next few days we're putting our heating on, and that'll be a very joyous occasion, won't it?
Yeah, it will be.
It's the 27th now, so not long now to the 1st of December. Woo! Be a party here, won't it, on Sunday?
It will be. We'll all have it with our short songs. But no, do give us some thumbs up. It will really help the video. Yes, we need all the help we can get. So definitely. Thanks ever so much for watching and for supporting us and for all the lovely comments. We hope you're having a good week. Have a good week next week. Yes. And we'll see you soon. Yes, see you again soon. Take care. Bye.